Well, hello Ashtoons YouTube family. As I am taking this video, it is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, September the 20th, 2019. And I am finally taking a break from working on the cabin to come out here to the Greene County Fairgrounds for a little tractor show. Just hearing the phrase tractor show might sound a little boring to you guys, but trust me when I say there's a lot of other things here too. There's an arts and crafts building, there's food vendors, there's the stationary hit and miss machines. There's lots of antique tractors that go back for years, antique cars as well. So let's get on in there and have a good time. We got seats made out of tractor seats and horseshoes welded together with a washboard leaning on it for some reason. I guess if you wanted to play the washboard, you could also do that. What's it, Scream, I think, used a bell hook like this. One of those slasher movie characters used a bell hook like that. I don't know what that's for. Oh, a tooth puller. I think this is actually for fencing though. I think it's for crimping and fencing. Putting up barbed wire fences. Space Derby kit. Oh, I remember playing this. When we were in Scouts, we used to play Space Derby. Look at that. Every ear of corn's kind of detailed a little bit in there. This is a hit and miss machine. It was running a few minutes ago. I would have gotten video of it if I'd known they were going to cut it off. But it's from 1914, Franklin valveless 40 horsepower special, owned by the Greene family. That's probably the same Greene family that the county is named after. This is in Greene County, Greeneville, in Greene County. And a few more. This gives you some kind of an idea of the way these little stationary hit and miss machines were used. Like this one is being used to run a drill press, but they could use them to run just about anything they wanted to. There's a blacksmith station here, and this is a blower, a little different than the bellows that you normally see. Well, I think Dollywood's blacksmiths have actually got something like this too, where you just turn it and the air blows up underneath the coals there, and that's what you use to heat the metal. Your anvil, of course, all the different clamping tools, pick stuff up, drop it down in the oils. It's another giant hit and miss machine right here.
Yeah, I had sushi for lunch.
And we got some nameplates here. I'm not sure what this A and B stands for, but apparently a company that made a lot of single-cylinder stationary hit-miss farm machinery engines. And look at this one. It's got its own little cart that it's bolted to. I think a lot of them had that. You could pull it around different parts of the farm that you might need it. It's funny to have an engine on the back of a cart, but yet the engine doesn't run the cart. It's pulled by the cart and then used for something later once it's at its new location. There's one that's actually running, so you get that idea of what a hit and miss machine sounds like, engine sounds like. But that every time that it blows, ka-chunk, that is the piston firing. So it doesn't fire on every rotation. It only fires whenever it slows down to the point it feels like it needs to fire again. And that kind of timing is set, of course. Different little knobs and gauges in there. People that know how to work on these things can really dial them in to the way they want them.
you to tighten that up there. Well, no, I better not. I might get you hurt.
We've got a chainsaw carver, whittler, and sign maker. All in the same place. We've got a whittled wooden pocket knife here. Oh, a little rooster. I got some more antique cars here. I'm gonna say this again, guys. I am not an antique car person. I don't know a lot about them. I'm really impressed by the suspension systems on these, because of things that have changed over the years. These things, like when you get up underneath here and look at them, like the pitman arms and the gearbox and the suspension system, and even the brakes. It used to be all drum brakes, like these here. They were not nearly as safe, but yeah, that part really interests me. But for some reason, the body styles and like the different engines and stuff, that kind of stuff doesn't stick in my head. It doesn't interest me that much. I do know this is called a rumble seat back here. That to me was something that was very much a part of its time. It's something that would not fly nowadays, and it would be really fun to actually sit in one. I think I would love that. But this whole deal, being able to fold it up, and then it has a smooth back like it's just a trunk, and then you can open it up and have people sit in the open air in the back here. That is called a rumble seat. I imagine it was probably pretty bumpy. That's probably why they called it a rumble seat. There we go. This one's got a little bit more modern plug wires, it looks like. You've got your radiator hose right there. That looks very old-fashioned. That coolant fan belt is leather. Wow. And it has to be newer, too. That looks like somebody made that. Somebody made that part to put in there. This impresses me. But you can see how this part right here in the middle looks like a horse carriage, because they were taking from the idea of horse and buggies and just putting engines on them, because that's what they had to go from. And yeah, look at that. What is that thing? Clutch, I think? There's 3 pedals down there. I wonder what that pin does right there. Looks like it has a rumble seat in it as well. Let me look at those springs. Look at that. Look at the springs are attached down here, and they go up to the center. Wow. Okay, there's your rear differential right there. Universal joints. What is that thing? I'm getting further over here. What is this? What is that? Oh my goodness. That is so cool. Oh, and look at this. The middle of the wheels are wooden. It's really taken from the idea of wagon wheels. Wow. Okay. Yeah. This is back when they still called them a horseless carriage, because that's pretty much what they were. Huh. I'll get over here and look at this. I like those headlights. Oh, okay. Alright. Let me see. Where's the ignition? And what they call that distributor cap is here. I don't see any carburetor at all. I don't think they had one back then. That would be your muffler system right there. So simple. So simple. Just look at this. Opening the hood, you've got enough room to put your hand beside the engine. Open the hood of any modern car now that's got the heated seats and the blinkers on the rearview mirrors. I see if you've got any room to work at all. You don't. You don't. You don't. That is one of the advantages these old-timey ones had right here. Yeah, I think they broke a little more, but you could get them running just as quick. Another rumble seat. Maybe this one's an actual trunk though. It looks like it opens from the back here. Oh. Hey, Will and Don from Yankee in the South. Here's another yellow Jeep. This one may be a few years older than the one you guys drive. A little more equipped to pull stumps out of the ground as well. That front winch on there. Oh my goodness. It's even got the word Willie embossed. Well, whatever this is called when it's punched outward. Right there on top of that classic grill headlight design that Jeeps still have to this day. Look at this thing. Look at that. Got the knobs down there for the high and low gears. And then the four-wheel drive. I think it's got, does it? I was going to say it has the hubcaps that you have to get out and lock, but I don't know if that's absolutely true. It's probably a 3-speed. And the windshield wipers are not even there. It doesn't even have the hand crank one on the passenger side. It's just, I guess they kind of figured, well, if it's raining, we just won't drive it. We'll drive something else. They just took the windshield wipers completely off. Oh, I just love these old things. Look at that. Look at this gas tank. Look at that. It's got a pipe that sticks out with a cap on top of it. Why is that so cool? It just is. While I'm here, you know, I gotta try some of the local cuisine. East Tennessee, that means deep fried bologna sandwich and sweet corn nuggets. Of course, the Dr. Pepper. Gotta have your caffeinated sugar water. Alright, never had a deep fried bologna sandwich before. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly what you would think it would be. It's not bad, it's filling. Let's try one of these sweet corn nuggets now. It's like little nuggets of cream corn that have been kind of breaded and deep fried. It's a good idea. Definitely something they would do on Epic Mealtime or something like that, right? Because cream corn just ain't fattening enough as it is. Now we gotta deep fry it too. We are going into the crafts building now, so I'm gonna have to keep the camera pointed at me because in my experience, people in crafts buildings, when they've handcrafted a lot of their artwork, they don't want you to go around taking a lot of pictures of it, so we're gonna have to keep this discreet. And you've got your tractor toys. Lots and lots of those. Hey, how's it going? Let's look at the articulation on that one. Oh, even the steering wheel works. Look at this. If you turn the steering wheel, the front tires move. That's pretty cool. I can't lie. Now that's pretty awesome right there. Look at this guy. Well, he looks determined. He looks like a country singer on his first day actually doing farm work. I've been singing about it for years now. I got to actually go out and experience it. What in the heck am I doing? I'm getting burned up out here in the sun. Oh, we got quilts. Quilts. Hey, Jacob the Carpetbagger. Got some of your favorite stuff here. Quilts. We know how much Jacob the Carpetbagger just loves them quilts. Hey, how's it going? This thing stands out to me right here. This is like a rat wagon of an old tractor right here, and it's actually on sale for $1,600. But just look at this thing. It's a wooden floor that's been just kind of bolted on. Double back tires. These look like 18-wheeler tires. This is a piece of pipe here that has been welded right there. On the other end, you can actually see bolted right there, welded to the bolted plate. And then there's even some leftover threads right here where this is crimped closed and then welded to the uprights. $1,600. I don't think it's worth that much, honestly, because as a tractor, its usefulness is all about how well you can attach things to the back of it, like you can with a lot of these. This one has only got a single hole for towing carts around. It's about the only thing it's good for. You could do hay rides with this. You could haul carts of, I don't know, produce or hay or something from one end to the other. But other than that, that's really all you can do. We've got more tractors just now arriving and backed off the flatbeds now and put into place. You've got whole lines of them just lining this parking lot, one end to the other. Well, that didn't look very safe. It was almost like they were doing the tractor version of a sports car with how low and sleek they made it. They made it look here. Still plenty of attachments though, so it is useful. Oh, just look at that. What do they call this axle? Rotating axle right here. A lot of easy access here. You got one of these ball things that makes it easy to line up your hole. Right there. Those are nice. John Deere, nothing runs like a deer. You can tell they strategically set these front tires for plowing fields. So these two tires could go in between rows and crush as few planets as possible. So it's either that or set them really far apart so they can miss a row in the middle. Back in another John Deere in place. Take a look at the farm all here. I'm going to stand my back to it. Right? That's the top of the hood. About to the top of my head, 6 foot up there. It's like you'd need a step ladder if you wanted to climb up into the seat. Oh, right. That's my thumbnail right there. It's good. Yeah, that's my thumbnail right there. I love the way this looks. It's just the side is opened up where you can see the different cylinders. You can see the little push rods there, the piston heads. I'd love to see this thing running. So our hydraulic lines hook in right there. You have to lean way back and kind of look back and grab this. I'm not sure exactly what this lowers and raises. This one's from 1948. 5.9 horsepower. '51 Power King tractor. It's a Briggs & Stratton motor on there. Look at that. A 4-cycle Briggs & Stratton motor. I used to mow lawns with a Briggs & Stratton motor. The thing was clunky and heavy and powerful. Oh wow, look at this. That is something else. Like that casing design right there. It's got that curved tire well look to it there. There's your pull string. Well, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Wow. Here's the parking lot, and that's my truck over there. It's only like 4 o'clock now. This is East Tennessee farmer types, the tractor crowd. They come out early, they get their stuff done, and then they go home. But if you've enjoyed this vlog, please don't hesitate to indicate so by hitting that thumbs up like button. Leave some comments, subscribe. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to hit that bell icon until it turns black with little quotes around it to try and turn on notifications. And join the Facebook group, share stuff around. Guys, I love making these vlogs. I hope you enjoy watching them too. And look forward to seeing you in the next one.